coming up this Saturday at Augusta University's Maxwell Theater. It's a big event music and art fans won't want to miss. The Lyceum series presents Jag Jam 2025, a music and arts festival.
I mean, we are talking live music, local artists, great food, and more. Maxwell Theater Patron Services Coordinator Coco Rubio is back with us this morning with more on Jag Jam and possible upcoming events as well. Coco, good to see you, buddy.
Hey, thanks again for having me, Cliff.
It is a given that we've got a lot of talent in this area, both musical and artistic. So what was the story about putting this together?
You know, working at the Maxwell Theater, you know, one of my goals was to do something that would bring the local music scene to the campus. And I thought, what a better way than to do a music festival there at the Maxwell and feature 10 local bands that have played pretty much every venue in town. And but most of them, pretty much all of them, have never played the Maxwell Theater.
Right.
So I thought this would be a cool way to get them in the building and to have them perform. And what's cool also is that all the bands have an Augusta University connection. You know, somebody in the band went to school there,
right,
worked there, whatever, taught there. And so it's kind of a neat way to just kind of put it all together as far as community and the university.
Awesome. Talk to us first about the art component of Jag Jam. What's happening on that end?
Yeah, we have some local artists that are going to be painting live. We have Artzilla. We also have a popular local artist, Jay Jacobs, is going to be on campus doing that. And we're also going to be, just featuring, some art and have a little art exhibit in the lobby and also outside in the portico. So we're I love the balance of art and music, because we do have such a vibrant, music and art scene here in Augusta, and I just really want to, kind of showcase that.
Yes.
You mentioned some of the bands there for the other part of the Jag Jam. Let's talk about the music portion for
Yep.
Saturday's event and how that's going to play out.
Yeah, well, we have 10 bands playing, and we have the list somewhere. You can go to the website and see them, but we have groups like Tara Shire and the Mud Puppy Band. They're going to open up the show. And Tara, people know, they do a lot of shows for kids.
Yes, yeah,
and
amazing.
very popular, so we thought it'd be a great way to have parents bring the kids and let the young ones come out and see, the show. But we have other bands like A.E. the Cool, which is a great R&B singer. Ashley is amazing. We have Alto Pablo, which is Ethan Balducci, Brandy Douglas, who plays with She and She, but this is her little rock band. Ethan Stallings Group, very popular band right now.
They've been on our show before.
Force Ghost is Eric Kinlaw and Marcus Barfield. Experimental electronic music, really, really interesting and cool. Nefertiti's another female vocalist. She reminds me of like a young Billie Holiday. She's just really jazzy and soulful, really just amazing. Sean Piazza Band, been around, for a long time playing his, brand of music. Stuck in the Bar is all Augusta University students. And, it's nice to have
I can't
them.
imagine where they got that name from.
I don't think they're old enough to go, but yeah, they're hoping one day they can do that. I saw them at a talent show there on campus and said these guys, they're great. And it's a nice mix of male and female students. And yeah, they're great. I mentioned Tara Shire, Will McCraney, 706. Will McCraney, we all know, has been doing music for a long time. And,
right, many years.
He's got a little super group with him. And then we're going to have some music outside on the portico, which is the outdoor patio of the Maxwell, with L4 Jazz, which is Travis Shaw, and a little combo he has. And we're also going to have some DJs outside in between the jazz sets and stuff. And that's with Westaboo, Matthew Porter, and the Secret Record DJs.
Excellent.
So we're kind of, it's just
covering
nice
all the bases.
Yeah. And we just really want to kind of highlight, the community music scene that we have here and let the students on campus see this. But we also want the community to come to the campus and kind of see the theater and just see the beautiful campus we have, there at Somerville.
Yeah, it's a jam-packed way to do so. So you have other events coming up with the series. Tell us about the series and some other events. Yeah,
the Lyceum series, we did it. A couple weeks ago, we had the hip hop orchestra,
right?
And the Lyceum series is a kind of an elevated series that we do where we bring in groups from out of town, usually to come. But I was able to convince the Kelly Thomas and the management there at the Maxwell to do something local like this, and kind of highlight that. And, almost like we have that talent in town. You know, we have local talent, you know, and it's like, why don't we let's highlight that this time, you know? And we have a lot of good things happening this week. For example, we have a great jazz ensemble concert on Wednesday with Wycliffe Gordon, and he has a special guest coming, saxophone player from Brazil. That's happening on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have an orchestra ensemble. On Friday, we have the cinema series. We're screening 2001: Space Odyssey. You know, and then we have Jack Jam on Saturday. So I'm busy working, you know, 4 nights in a row, and I love it. It's great.
Spreading the love right now. And again, that's going to be happening this Saturday, Jack Jam 2025, augusta.edu/Maxwell Theater. Can get you all of the information for this Saturday. Coco, as always, buddy, great to see you.
Thank you very much
Thanks
for
for
having
joining
me.
us.
We appreciate the support.